Hi, Dominic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You mentioned on court, sort of joked about Andy Murray's record of 0-4. I just wondered if you ever talked to Andy at all, or anyone, about kind of the psychology of overcoming losing Grand Slam finals.
No, I never talked to anyone because, I mean, it was all good so far, but I was joking about it. But, well, it's easy for Andy because he has won 3 in the meantime. But, well, that's not what I'm thinking about Sunday. I just gonna go in fully focused like in all the 6 previous matches, and well, the world continues no matter what the result is, so it's gonna be fine. But of course, I'm super happy that I gave myself another chance to be in the finals pretty quick after Australia, and it's gonna be a great one against a very good friend and a great rival.
Let's go to Peter from ESPN.com. Peter, you are live.
Yes, Dominic, hi. A lot of people expected in this match that you guys would just be, blasting away at each other from 30 feet behind the baseline. Yet you both played a lot of different shots, a lot of variety. That was presumably your strategy going in with your coach? Can you talk about that aspect of the match?
Definitely, that was my strategy. I think that if I play like his rhythm, I have no chance because he just doesn't miss when I play with his rhythm. So I tried to destroy that a little bit with a lot of slices, with also high balls, with a lot of spin, and that was the plan. But I think still, besides that, was a great match on a very high level, and was probably the toughest straight set win I ever had. I mean, could have been easily also 1-2 sets down. He served for set 2 and 3, and luckily towards the end of these both sets, played my best tennis then.
Thank you. Let's go to Chris from usopen.org. Chris, you are live with Dominic.
Hey, Dominic, congrats and good luck tomorrow, or Sunday rather. The question is about Daniil, and what did you think was impressive about his performance? I know he didn't win a set from you, but he was really perhaps as good as you in sets 2 and 3, so it was a really tight match.
Yeah, I mean, exactly happened what I was expecting, that he's one of the very few guys who is super close to the big 3 in terms of playing, first of all, on a very high level, and then second of all, holding this level for however long the match takes, and that's what he did. And I mean, the first set was a little bit weird, also unlucky for him with this challenge. Well, I still don't know if the ball was in or out, but these things are happening. And then set 2 and 3 was very high level. As I said, we could have both won it probably. He was even the little better player until he served for a set, and then twice exactly in the right situation I broke back. And then a very big key game was 5-all second set, where I saved I think 4 or 5 break points. It was a super long game, and I think this was a big key point. And as I said, for sure the toughest straight sets win I ever had, because could have been easily completely different.
Let's go to Howard from AP. Howard, you are live.
Hi, Dominic. You've played the greatest clay court player ever in the French Open final. You've played the greatest Australian Open player ever in the final there against Novak. How, if at all, does your mindset change facing a different kind of opponent in this final here? Or is it important for you to not change anything about your approach from facing those other guys in those other places?
No, I mean, I won't change my mindset at all. I know what Sasha is capable of, and also the last match we had in Australia we were both, I mean, really, really good, and it was such a close match. So I will go in like in the previous 6 matches. And as I said, I mean, from the moment on Novak was out of the tournament, it was clear that there's going to be a new Grand Slam champion. And from that moment on, that was also out of my mind. I mean, I was just focusing on the remaining guys left in the draw. Now is Sasha remaining, the last one, my opponent in the finals, and I will fully focus on him and just go into that match like in the all other matches I was going in so far in this tournament. He's a hell of a player, one of the greatest one in the last years, won all titles beside a major, and he will also try everything what he's capable of to win the title. So it's going to be a super difficult match. And for me, well, it doesn't really matter if it's him or if it's one of the big 3. I just try to go in there and give my best.
Dominic, if you could look to your left to the monitor on your left-hand side, Willie Weinbaum of ESPN asks, what are the most important things you've learned over the years by watching and playing against the big 3?
I mean, it's a long story with them because, well, I started to watch Roger when I was only probably 7 or 8 years old. And when he faced the first time Rafa in Roland Garros, I was only, I guess, 11. So first of all, I was watching, admiring them. And then when I got bigger and older, I was still watching them and trying to learn from them, trying to put the great parts, what they have in their games, into my game. And then finally, the last stage, what I came to was playing against them. And with every single match, doesn't matter if it's a win or a loss against them, it was a huge experience for me. I learned a lot from every single match of them and against them, and also every win against these big 3 players, which are without a doubt the 3 greatest players which ever played that sport. So every win against them was a huge boost of confidence and a huge experience. So, well, throughout the years, first only watching, then watching and learning, and then playing them, I was great experiences, and definitely they are also a part of the player I became now.
Okay, thank you. Ubaldo, you are live.
Ciao, Dominic.
Ciao.
Congratulations. There are not many opponents that you have beaten 7 times out of 9. You mentioned the last match in Australia, which was very difficult. But is this situation a mental boost for you because you are psychologically stronger, or is going to be more tension for you? So one of the two.
I try not to think about both options. I mean, it's nice that I'm in front in the head-to-head 7-2, but when we both step on the court on Sunday, it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, it's the moment we start the finals, we both want to win with everything we have, and that's all I focus on. And a good record against Sasha, it doesn't help me at all, and I expect a very tough, very open match, and I guess that's what it's going to be.
We have 2 more questions in English, Dominic. Bill Simons from Inside Tennis, and then Craig from Cross Court. Bill, you are live.
Hey, congratulations. Obviously, you've put your whole life into tennis. What would it mean to lift the U.S. Open trophy on Sunday?
It's the biggest goal and also the biggest dream I have in my tennis career since a few years. I mean, since the moment I realized that maybe one day I can make it, and especially since I played the first final, the French Open 18, this was the biggest goal I want to achieve, and it was really tough to digest that loss in Australia, as I was super close back then. And I'm happy that I gave myself pretty short time after that, another chance with this win today, with the finals on Sunday. And of course, it's pressure for me, but at the same time, I try to think not too much about it, no, because at one point, definitely I'll try everything to achieve that goal, to win the final on Sunday. On the other hand, I face a great opponent, and he's also more than capable of winning that final. So if it's not gonna happen on Sunday, well, I have to continue working and maybe get the chance at another slam. But well, the chance is now on Sunday, and try everything to make it.
Last question in English. Craig from Cross Court. Craig, you are live.
Dom, what do you think could be the most important factors going with the final, and when you're playing that match? What's going to be crucial in there? And the fact that both of you all are going for a first major title, will that also be a factor?
That'll be a factor. Definitely, I think it's huge pressure for both of us, because both of us, we are working very hard since a long time to achieve the title, and one of us gonna make it on Sunday. And I think for me the most crucial point is the return of his serve, because his first serve is one of the, if not the best out there right now. Is so fast, so precise. So that will be a key point, I guess. Try to put many balls back in play, and then of course also watch a little bit the semis in Australia, which was a great tennis match, probably the best match of the 9 we played so far. And then I'll give it all on Sunday.